Alright, after his rebirth, Samuel was appointed as project director of the Argent facility. It was deemed too bizarre to have the world's first cyborg leading the most powerful corporation in the solar system. Mechanoid Samuel Hayden proved to be an even more impressive figure than his mortal self. Under his leadership, Argent technology exploded. The work achieved at the Argent facility destroyed the boundaries of our understanding of physics. As Samuel himself said, we rewrote the book and called it Argent. After the unveiling of the global energy distribution matrix, it was clear who was really in control of the UAC. Samuel Hayden's triumphant return to power was complete. In a stunning display of bravado and conceit, when the GEDM was finally switched on, Samuel Hayden was live-streamed from in front of the Argent Tower, pulling a massive 12-foot power lever to dispatch the first Argent package to Earth. This sent a clear message to the people of the known solar system. There is only one man that can turn on the power. I don't know, I guess dedicating your entire life to something like that, and for the good of everybody, and then having some jackass come along and destroy it just because the resources you were taking from happen to have very angry inhabitants and so-called jackass who turned off everything and totally destroyed it beyond fucking repair and recognition is the reason, you know, why these things are attacking in the first place, I guess, and why it's all being destroyed is because they're attacking. Yes, I'm referring to the demons, Doom Guy, and Samuel. But, I mean, think about it. I guess I'd be pretty asshole-ish and pissed off, too, you know. That was my life's work. That was the reason I became half cyborg, to continue it, to help everybody. And now some douchebag in a pretty armored suit has come along and fucked it all up. Yeah, I'd be pretty aggravated, too. But still, what pisses me off is he knew the risks and never decided to even try finding an alternate friggin' method, which led to all this in the first place. Yes, I understand what I said in my last video on a totally more realistic and irrelevant topic about if you're gonna take a risk, go all out with it, but this is not what I meant. I mean, that's one of those risks you don't want to take. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance on whether or not humanity was going to survive or suddenly just poof, vanish. And he decided, oh yeah, well, you know, let's take the risk of possibly killing everybody with something that we don't know and don't understand because we want to make it large scale ASAP so we can goof off with it instead of, I don't know. They should have tried some, especially if he had that whole mechanoid suit thing planned out at one point or another. He knew he was going to be around. Or if he was already that smart to begin with to discover how to harvest this energy, he was smart enough to make that fucking suit no problem. So I think he should have took the extra precautions of keeping that energy source strictly on Mars, and Earth unfortunately could have rotted away for another year or two while they made sure that there was safeguards in place and precautionary measures so that, because like I said, I feel like, and I really hope that there is going to be a sequel for a multitude of reasons. We're not at that step yet, so I'm not going to tell you. But if you've ever played the original two Doom games, Ultimate Doom and Doom 2, Doom 2 is basically, even though it's its own game, it almost reminds me of a giant-ass standalone expansion pack, the way it's set up. And it's literally from Earth to hell and back again. Like, it adds a whole new meaning to that phrase. And one of the actual, like, episodes was called, because there was only like two, there was only like two episodes. So let me school you real quick in case you didn't know. Because I recently learned this too and I didn't know it. when Doom came out, it was released in episodes. Or not episodes, but well, yeah, I guess you could say episodic packs. I don't really fucking remember the word that I'm looking for here. But it was basically 8 episodes and a bonus level. Pretty much what it was. 8 maps, bonus level if you could find it, which was usually involved to, like, you know, taking a shortcut or finding a secret or some shit. And there was 3 of those. Like, they came out one after another after a long period of time, originally on the PC. And then for the longest time, like, the 4th episode didn't come out. Like, I don't even think that one was planned. And it was a hell of a lot harder than the other ones. Because, like I said, I never played it on the PC, but I played it on my PS3 when I got the BFG edition. And the BFG edition has everything for all 3 Doom games. The originals. Doom 2, however, instead of having 4 different episodes, like the first one had like, I don't remember them in order. I just remember the names. It was like Die Flesh Consumed, Inferno, Knee Deep in the Dead. Oh, actually, I think that's how they go. It goes... I think it actually goes, Knee Deep in the Dead, The Shores of Hell, Thy Flesh Consumed, and Inferno? No. Knee Deep in the Dead, The Shores of Hell, Inferno, and then the bonus episode was Thy Flesh Consumed, because of how fucking hard it was. Like, crazy hard. Ah, shit. I forgot they were in this. That, guys, is a cyber mancubus. Mancubitch, apparently. Wow, that was really easy. I'm almost disappointed. They make regular mancubi look like sissies, really. They're pretty tough. I don't know why he just stood there and took it like that. Not that I'm complaining. But, the speed is ridiculous. So, but then, not to break away from the action here, Doom 2 only had 2 episodes. And I actually believe it was called, From Earth to Hell. Or no, Hell on Earth. Yeah, Hell on Earth was the first one. And then, I don't remember what the second one was called. I'm actually going to look that up real quick, if that's acceptable. Doom 2. Hell on Earth. And so the other ones did the original 8 levels, split into 3 episodes and a bonus 4th episode, like I had said. Doom 2 only did 2, and if I recall correctly, had 30 straight levels or 31 straight levels and 2 secret levels. So it was a lot harder than Doom, because Doom would start off, each episode you would start with nothing except the pistol, I believe. And you'd have to go around the map just like you do, like I've been doing in this game, and find all the weapons and everything. But if you died and you continued, like, you would have to start from scratch and find everything again if you could. If you really, really dared to, you could just restart from a save. I don't know if that worked on the PC originally. Like I said, I don't know a lot of things that were changed, if they were, but that was an option I had, so that was my experience. But even then, you don't remember to save a lot when it's in a game like this. And then when you do, you can't, because it's just a bad time to save. Either health and or armor are too low, or you're low on ammo but have plenty of health, or you don't have shit of either, or it's just too many fights. Because it wasn't in arena fights like this. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. It was mostly like enemies were littered all over the goddamn map, and once you entered certain areas, like, it would trigger them to target you, more or less. But then Doom 2 made the maps so much bigger, and I know by that you're probably thinking, oh wow, Doom 1's maps must have been, you know, kind of smallish. They were not. They started off small, yes. Then they got freaking ginormous. Well, mostly towards the end anyway. And then Doom 2 just took it to a whole new flippin' level. That was cool. That was fireworks show. That's what that was. But yeah, that's basically what that was. And then Doom 2 also had No Rest for the Living. That's what the other one was called, which was another bonus with like 8 maps. Piggyback ride. That's so cool, I can fire the alt fire for this at the same time that I'm firing the regular fire. That is a deadly combination. Wow. I'm getting knocked the fuck out. Also, what made Doom so unique, at least for me anyways, was there was no jumping and there was no aiming. Basically, you were stuck in the middle of the screen aiming left or right, you know, to turn your character, and if an enemy was in a certain range and distance for that weapon, like, you would target them to the best of your ability, but even though the targeting was spot on, doesn't mean your accuracy was, so it made it a bit of a challenge and also kind of aggravating at times, but you know, it made for a pretty unique experience that I don't think any other game has given me before, so that was pretty cool. But, yeah, and then, you know, friggin' A, I actually forget why I even mentioned the episodic thing. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts now. In the first place. Why? why I was supposed to go all that way. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's really gonna irk me now that I can't remember why I was mentioning the whole difference in episodes and stuff. Dude! Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3! Oh my god. So I don't know if it was in Doom 1 or 2. If it was, I never found it. But it was actually kind of a joke in Doom 3. That's funny. I'm actually gonna take a screenshot of this. Send it to my buddy there. Let him know that I found it. There's a certain way to do it, you get a shit ton of points. I don't even know what the point in this is. Like I said, it was just like a joke set in Doom 3. That's cool, I found a nice little Easter egg on my own. I'll have to send that to him later. Alright, Blood Fury. Armed with the heavy assault rifle, eliminate all targets before the timer expires. Movement is only permitted for 3 seconds following any kill. Ouch. Oh, I think what I was saying was I was just gonna like kind of school you on Doom. That's so funny coming from me because like I said, I didn't even know about it till about 2 years ago, but well, I mean, I knew about it like my whole life. I just wasn't allowed to play it as a kid. Understandably so. This game only has about 13 chapters. Shit. Not even fair, man. Are you kidding me? I did not sign up for this. No! Yeah, that was close. That reminds me when you're playing like Nazi zombies on Black Ops. Especially Black Ops 1, and you get cornered in like something like Kino. You're stuck in the corner jumping around like an idiot, screaming help, and finally you make it out and it's like, yeah! And then you die, not even a full round later. Yeah, it's depressing. But yeah, and then Doom 3. I can't remember. I think Doom 3 actually had like 24 levels? Yeah, I actually think it was about 24 levels. Somewhere between 21 and 24. And even though Doom 3 was more of a survival horror first-person shooter with some very light, very light platforming and puzzle game elements there. The fucking turkey. Just making sure I got a screenshot out of that. Just double checking. Yeah, it was. I mean, I loved Doom. I liked Doom 2 a lot. I got more frustrated with it than anything, and I'm not particularly sure why. Because, to me, Doom, Ultimate Doom, Doom 1, I don't know what you want to call it, it seemed to me to have the perfect, well, not the perfect setups or anything, but basically like the perfect map size for the most part, on average. And I actually did want to see what it would be like if the maps were bigger. That's where Doom 2 comes in. Because, like I said, the maps were ginormously improved in size alone. To the point it would take about an hour or two just to complete a friggin' level. Especially if it was your first time. And I don't mean like all levels are like in general, just there were quite a few though that were pretty lengthy. And it was like, oh my god, kill me please. But, I mean, regardless, they were still good. They were just fucking long and hard, and don't even start inserting "that's what she said" jokes, because you know what, that's my job and now is not the time. Oh, okay. I, for the most part, know what the fuck I'm doing. For the most part. Don't hold me to it. And then it also had like I think it was like a 12 level expansion. Or no, 18, I think it was 18, I don't know, somewhere between 12 and 18 levels worth of expansion. With, the Resurrection of Evil pack. Which, okay, so the way Doom 3 ended, I kind of don't want to spoil that. I mean, it's not exactly like canon or canon, however you say it, to the main story. I mean, it is, but it's not. But, I mean, it was great nonetheless, so it's definitely worth playing, picking up the BFG edition even now. Though, even though it's been a while, it's still, I think, worth picking it up to play them if you've never had before, because like I said, Doom was one hell of an experience for me. And I would highly, and I mean very, very highly recommend that to anyone who would give it a shot. Definitely. Well, even if you've played this one, or whether you've played this one or not, I would highly freaking recommend that. Because it was amazing. Not the easiest? Hell no. Not quite the hardest, but still pretty damn rough. But definitely a very great experience. Why do I feel like that's the secret switch? I want to know how to get that. I actually don't remember where the secret switch in this map is. There was only like a couple of them that I didn't find originally. Holy shit. 10 secrets for this map. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Monsters. Oh, that's right. The Cyber Mancubus. So, the Mancubus strain of demon has long been a subject of fascination among Lazarus Project scientists. Eager to understand the biology of these creatures, a team of biogeneticists, led by Dr. Pierce herself, fucking figures, was formed to research and manipulate the behavior and effect of the creatures. So, the Cyber Mancubus, that is a result of Dr. Pierce's research team. They made these things. Kudos to them. Douchebags. La la la. Again, they were very, very good, and the Resurrection of Evil expanded on, even though it was a different Marine, because of the way it, and no, your main character does not die at the end. It's just, it's an after story. And so it's a different Marine, different crew, but one of the key characters is still in it, which is the reason why it even happens. Actually, a couple of the key characters are still in it. And it was friggin' awesome. Especially because, and I will say this ahead of time just so you're not disappointed by playing Doom 3, the power-ups in the original Doom games are not in the main campaign. When I discovered this, I was definitely disappointed. But then I played the Resurrection of Evil, and there was actually a story and a reason as to why. Because the power-ups are now in that one. Like, the Mega Health, the Soul Sphere, there we go. Berserk. Well, no, Berserk's in the main game too, but that's like the only one. But like, everything is in, well, yeah, just about everything is, except for invisibility. Invisibility was only in multiplayer for some odd-ass reason. But yes, everything was pretty much in that campaign. And then there was the Lost Mission, which was only added for the BFG edition as far as I know. And that was pretty cool. It was only like 8 levels long, but it was a nice little quick, short and sweet side story. So I will figure this out. Oh, that's right. That's why I couldn't get in that door. See, this is why I pay attention to the map so much. That's why I couldn't get in that door, and I remembered that I could, which means this actually is the friggin' switch then. I just don't remember how to. I don't remember. I don't like not remembering. I do? No, I don't want to go in there yet. Here, we'll go over here. There we go. Not difficult, just a little bit tricky if you don't know exactly where to go. Go, gadget, extendo jump. Jesus. I ain't gonna make that, am I? No, let's be safe. Don't be stupid. Then have to redo it all again. Da 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 da! Holy shit, I made it! Cool. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the real trick is getting back. Shit. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm doing this right, but you know what? Oh, really? I could have just done that to get over there? Whatever. Yippee. Bobo slab. Sweet. Alright, now I can just go on in there. I think. Yeah, because that involves going up. Alright. If I miss it, it's just a freaking artifact anyways. So. Or power up, if you will. Oh, what are you doing? Jesus Christ.